everyone, welcome to another executive interview. We are here today at the Future Disruptive Investment Conference, and I'm joined today by Dr. Richard Johnsson, the founder and CEO of Clearitt, an innovative Australian fintech startup that is revolutionizing B2B payments through cashless invoice settlements powered by AI ML technology. Welcome, Richard. Great to have you here today.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Amazing. Now, Richard, to begin our interview, Clearitt targets a substantial market opportunity in B2B payments, which is estimated at $4 billion annually in Australia. So could you elaborate on how the current market landscape aligns with Clearitt's entry and how the timing is favorable for exponential growth?
Yes, I can. The market is substantial. People have called it the biggest upside they've come across. And that is because nobody's really tapped into this B2B payment space properly. It's $4 trillion every year going through that market in payments. And our solution will offer something new to that market. And we think that once we get off the ground, everybody will want to use this service so we can really as quickly as possible grow into that market, because we do have network effects on our side, just like social media and so on. Once we get the traction, it starts spreading by itself.
Amazing. Now, with legacy industries like invoice financing and business banking in your side, so how does Clearitt actually differentiate itself to create a competitive edge and disrupt these trillion-dollar sectors?
Yeah, they are mostly solutions in the current framework, so to speak, where they solve the problem for a single company. Right. When a company needs cash, they provide it, and they do it. And there are a lot of startups in that space, but they also come at a very high cost, so it's not available to everybody. Not everybody can afford it. What we do instead is to take away the need for cash. And in that way, we can offer something that you to make it, do business without as much cash, which nobody really has offered to the market so far.
I understand. Now, could you walk us through the revenue streams and how Clearitt's innovative business model ensures sustainable growth, especially concerning monetizing B2B network data?
Yes. Well, we can first say that with that offsetting of payments that we are doing, we're taking a small percentage of that, 0.1%, which means that if we can offset $10,000 that you don't need to pay, we get $10 for that. So very, very affordable for the user. So that's one part of the service. They're much cheaper than going and borrowing money and paying interest rates and all that. So that's part of it. And the other part you ask about is this network. How can we monetize that? Well, already from the start now, we are doing cash flow checks on these companies, so we know more about these companies than any other company does in the market. So you have credit checks companies and so on. Right. The banks, they might use 6 months old data when they approve applications for credit and so on, but we have live data. So we have a lot of things in the network that nobody has really looked into because nobody has really mapped it out yet.
I understand. Now, considering the fintech sector's regulatory dynamics, how does Clearitt navigate compliance challenges and mitigate potential risks in its expansion plans?
Yeah, like any financial services company with payments and so on, of course, the basics, KYC requirements, money laundering requirements. But apart from that, I have I sat down with the current governor of the Reserve Bank of Australia to talk about this. So it's all been cleared from the top in their view of this, because they are normally in that clearing space for the banks, and we're doing clearing for normal businesses. But then, of course, the regulatory environment changes all the time, so we do expect things to pop up down the line for us that we need to deal with, but it's the same all over the world, and Australia is actually one of the more easy places to navigate for us. So.
Amazing. Now, as a parting question, looking ahead, what is the long-term vision for Clearitt, and could you also shed some light on potential exit strategies for investors, considering the possibilities of acquisition or an IPO within the next 3 to 5 years?
Yes. So let's say first that Australia was the only place that existed in the world. That would be big enough for us. We have a total addressable market of billions of dollars every year. Yes. So that would be enough for us to grow into a very, very big company. But we also have our eyes on the overseas markets. So we're already looking at, I come from Europe, so I've already looked into that and my connections over there. The licensing, we're speaking to investment banks in America already, because we know that as soon as we can nail this market here, we want to go abroad. We want to bring this to everybody, everywhere in the world. So.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Richard, for
Yeah.
coming on for this interview and sharing wonderful insights about you and the team, the work that you and your team are doing.
Okay.
And for everyone watching, if you would like to get in touch with the team at Clearitt, please see the details at the side of the screen or in the description of this video. And I look forward to seeing you all in my next interview. Thank you.